Guys, I am fired up for today's conversation. I love this brand. I don't want to take any thunder away from Tara right now, but Tara, if you can jump in, I want to hear your story. Why in the world are you doing this? How you got here, and let's talk about the future because I think your work is so important.
I love it so much. Thank you so much for having me today. Yeah, we got started because I guess we're a little bit crazy. My husband and I had five kids already. He had a daughter, and we had four together. And so I thought it'd be a great idea to adopt two kids. And he said, we never had that on our radar. And he said, okay, under two conditions, as long as we don't foster and it's not local. We are just petrified of, having to give the kids back and everything, all the unknown. And so within 2 weeks, because we said never, we were becoming therapeutic foster parents. And our two kiddos, we were sibling set. Our first yes was our forever. And so a little boy and his sister. Within a year, we were adopting both of them. So we have seven kids altogether. So I had six kids between the ages of 6 and 16 in my home, and I could no longer help my husband with our body shop that we grew from the ground up. He fired me, sort of. He told me to move along, do what I ever wanted to do, and I didn't know what that was, but we couldn't unsee the problem in foster care. And so it had to be from home and it had to be flexible. And so we started Consider the Fields, and that was my baby. And that's t-shirts. And the first thing that came to mind was t-shirts. And we started a t-shirt club because on adoption day, I just made t-shirts on the cricket, right? And when you got six kids and you need to find them somewhere, you put them all in the same color. And so it just evolved. And I invited anyone who wanted to join us to join our t-shirt club. And before I knew it, I was pressing them and making them. And we created a nonprofit called the Project Hope Foundation. And that's designed to be a long-term home to help women recover from addiction and abuse with their children. The plan is to get their kiddos back so we can keep families together whenever it's safely possible.
Oh my gosh, how'd you come up with the name Consider the Fields?
So my daughter, in Proverbs 31, it talks about how she considers a field and buys it, and with the fruit of it, she plants a vineyard. And so for us, it was like whatever comes out of Consider the Fields, it will fuel Project Hope, and that's our vineyard, our legacy. If we're gonna fix any problem in the world, and help any mom recover from addiction and abuse, then we've changed a legacy, changed a story.
I, Without giving personal information, can you share some of the stories of the impact that you've made?
So as we grow, there have been a couple young ladies just this summer. She traveled and gave up everything across the country and came to our area and was trying to make things work to try to help her parents who were both struggling with addiction. So she tried and she tried, and it just wasn't safe for her and it wasn't happening. And she had sold everything, done everything, had a full-time job, and it wasn't enough to get her back across the country. And so we were able with Project Hope to get her, we bought her snacks, we got her, made sure she was safe. We take care of her car before she went on the road, made sure she was okay, and literally gave her the money that she needed to get back home, literally across the country.
So powerful. So powerful.
Little things, but when you start with the little things, then we just believe it's going to grow.
Tell me about your creative inspiration.
Truly Free, like we love it so much. The designs that are on there are literally some of the ones from our t-shirt club. So where we're designing every month, but the most popular designs are the ones we loaded on the site for Truly Free, and the ones we bundled together are because they were bestsellers. So every verse has an inspiration, or every t-shirt, even if it doesn't have a verse specifically on it, which some of them do, but it just comes from something we've been going through in our life. I mean, when you've got six kids, there's content everywhere. And you need a lot of faith and a lot of inspiration to keep on keeping on. And so out of my heart, when I'm designing and I'm thinking what I'm going through, like, what do I need to speak into my life and what do I need more of? That's probably what the women need. That's probably what our guys need. And can you ever go wrong if it's like faith-based and if there's a scripture to go with it? And it becomes a talking point for other people that you meet. We go to a theme park and somebody's like, what does that mean? And all of a sudden you're talking to somebody about, conversation you never would have had.
So powerful. Um, Tara, I can, as you were sharing some of the stories, when you got fired from your family business, there was so many times in my journey where I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna even make it till Friday. And so have you ever had a moment where you're like, I just don't know if I can even keep on with the keeping on here? And how did you get through that?
Well, it's funny you said that because it was one of your trainings that we went through where you were teaching us the whole onboarding for the Truly Free. And you were telling us how you had set it up and you were giving out so much and the people were not responding. And something deep in me was like resonating with that. That's right where we were at the time. And I'm like, Lord, either these are my people or I'm not doing it right. And that's when I knew like that was the partnership. I was like, this platform is for me, like these people are for me. I just was like, when somebody is willing to persevere, even when it looks impossible, for me, those are the people that I have to surround myself with, or I can't keep going.
It means a lot to me that you said that. This is the trulyfree.com journey has been quite an amazing one for me.
How do you keep going when it is like such a heavy heart? It's unknown, it's a giant, and you're doing it, but I can imagine the weight of it.
I call it my GPS system. If we, you take out your smartphone, which has made us, I believe, dumber, but everyone has GPS, right? You could say, Siri, give me directions to wherever you got to go, right? So I don't, that stands for global positioning system. So I have a God positioning system. And the way that I look at this system, because I feel that by faith, we have the most elaborate technology that's ever been created in the history of the cosmos, and it's been put in all of us. And so we have this big, crazy, audacious idea, vision, that we can make the world a better place through decentralized social commerce. And this idea was planted in me many years ago, and we started building, right, almost 5 years ago. And the counsel I give to faith-based, mission-driven entrepreneurs when I explain this GPS system is this: if you put into your phone, you need directions to this end destination, whether it's just to the local market or across the planet, however big this destination is. If you typed it in and now you've got this route, you really only see the next move. You don't see the 7,000 or 700 or 70 moves. You only see the next decision that needs to be made. True. But if you're driving down the road and you put the windows down and you've got the music blasting, when it's telling you to turn right or turn left, if the worries of the world, and if your entire life is filled with chaos and you're so wrapped up and snarled with the worries of the world, you just won't hear that calm, still voice say, turn left.
Wow.
Now, that doesn't mean that you won't recalculate. He'll still get you there. It just takes a little longer.
Oh, I love that.
So the more we quiet our contentious souls, the more that we just chill everything out, and all of the distractions and the worries of life, you're able to literally just tune them out even for just a moment, just to hear that voice say, turn right or turn left. And so often we want to know when turn left, turn right. And if you don't hear anything, you know what that means? Just keep going. Just keep going, right? So, we've, between the Truly Free home journey, from, 0 to, again, we shipped our first laundry jug 10 years ago, 2 weeks ago. And 2 weeks ago, 10 years ago, we shipped our first laundry jug. And now to see the millions that we ship every month, it's been a ride. It's been a journey. And now to see this incredible injustice that has been perpetrated on the world through these major tech companies, we just felt we had to do something about it. And the same way, 15 years ago when I started this, I invested in the soap company, I saw this injustice that was put on the world because of toxic cleaning products. Yeah. I decided to do something about it. And we solved a very complicated, problem with a simple solution. And now that's grown to a movement, right, and changed an entire category. Well, I don't think this is any different, right? I think that, this movement on trulyfree.com for conscious brands, for mission-driven companies like yours, with mission-driven creators and influencers, and to introduce you to mission-driven consumers, because people care about where they're voting with their dollars today, more today than ever. And it's not going anywhere but up, because more people every single day are being disenfranchised by mega companies that are just putting profits over people. And you have an opportunity through trulyfree.com to stick the finger up, the piece, to these big companies that are just not helping people. And now you get to. So my only advice to you then is just to make sure the worries of this world. I know what it's like to have a house full of kids. I've only got 5. You've got me beat. And I know what a busy house sounds like. I know what starting a business sounds like. You guys are obviously an entrepreneurial family, with a small business at home, and now, a growing direct-to-consumer brand. But do your best to keep the windows rolled up, and keep the radio turned off, and just stay focused on that calm, still voice, and he'll tell you left or right. And if it's okay if you miss a turn, it's okay. It's going to happen, but he'll recalculate you and he'll get you where you got to go. The next big move for you is, hiring the group of people that believe in your mission, that believe that just one T-shirt could change somebody's life, even if it's for just an hour a day. And that would be my next piece of advice for you.
I love that so much. Your team is amazing.
I appreciate that. I know that. And hopefully they know that from me too.
I think so.
Yeah.
They love you for sure.
Give me some shameless plugs. Tell us about if people right now go to trulyfree.com, go to your storefront, what should they be looking for? What's coming next?
Well, there's only one thing that our people on Truly Free can get that nobody else can get. We did just drop our wedding planner. It's super gorgeous inside. It's like this rose gold. You can get the wedding planner. It walks you through completely like a whole process. We have digital access. You can get printable pages. You can get 15% off everything else in our store. But if you're on Truly Free, if you order from you get a tote bag literally that goes with the
Super awesome.
The wedding planner. Yeah. And that's for just our Truly Free people. So I love that one so much. We have all of our shirts too. You can bundle together. There's 2 different bundles you can get, and those are like super sale. Just because if you're putting them together, they're amazing bundles together. What we say all the time is everyone can do something, and we can't fix it on our own, but we do say it is as easy as buying a shirt and changing a life. Like buy a shirt, change a life. Like you just make your decisions one step at a time, and the 2 of them just go together. Like we all can do something. We can't do everything, but we can do something.
Guys, consider the fields at trulyfree.com. Amazing products with a purpose, with a mission that'll just brighten your day and brighten the days of everyone that reads your shirt. So guys, head over to trulyfree.com, check out Consider the Fields. Amazing brand right here at trulyfree.com. Tara, we love you, we appreciate you. We can't wait to share your continued success here at trulyfree.com.
Thank you so much.
Keep that GPS turned on.
I love that. I'm taking that home with me today. Thank you.